Hello, and welcome back to my legendary walkthrough for Halo 5 Guardians. In the last episode, we completed the 11th mission of the game, which was Before the Storm, and today we will be completing the 12th mission, Battle of Sunaion.
Form up. Everyone ready?
Actually, Tanaka, if I could ask a favor. Just say a word or two.
Come a long way together. A long way yet to go. Let's make a good jump like we mean to. And handle fools like we need to.
90 seconds to insertion point.
And may buck by the first round when we get back.
We get through this, I'll buy the whole damn bar.
Fireteam Osiris. The light is green.
Here they come!
Swords of St. Helios. With me! Target the air defenses. Clear landing zone. For St. Helios!
There's the first of the air defenses. Push forward. Take it out.
Send your team to push at the left side while you advance along the right. Then shoot down the jackals with your magnum as well.
All clear.
Disable the air defenses. Target either the cannon itself or the power supply. Spartans, the Guardian is at the far end of the city. There are more anti-air emplacements in that direction.
We'll clear out air defenses as we go.
Good luck to you, Spartan.
And to you, Arbiter.
Swords of St. Helios. Today Sunaion will fall, and with it, the Covenant! To me, brothers!
All right, Spartans. There's ground to cover between here and the Guardian. Move out.
Throw a frag grenade at this elevator as the doors open to take out all the grunts that will be waiting for you inside. If you miss, just clear them out with headshots. You're also going to get 2 plasma grenades from that elevator, and you need to save those for later, too.
Guardian will start moving. Just need to be close enough to jump on board when it does.
Swords of St. Helios, all ships report in. Havoc on station. Onslaught on station. Revolution on station. All ships, focus fire on Covenant air forces. Send them crashing to a watery grave.
Eyes on anti-air emplacement.
Shut it down. Give the Swords of St. Helios some air. The Arbiter's fleet is arriving. Bring down the air defenses so they stand a chance.
When the area surrounding the turret is clear enough, move across the battlefield and aim down this path to check for any stragglers you missed. Use the turret itself and the building right next to it as your new cover spot. Your biggest targets are going to be the elites at the end of the path, and the best way to deal with them is to stick to cover and use the storm rifle battle rifle combo.
That's the air defense power core. Destroy it to disable the cannon. Power core destroyed. Spartan Locke the Swords of St. Helios. Air defenses down on my position. Keep moving. There's plenty more to do.
Once one of them is dead and the other one retreats, you can exchange your current storm rifle for the one that he dropped. Now, there's still another elite out there somewhere, and he is still priority number 1. Stick to this thing for cover and use the combo to take him down. Once both elites are dead, head over to this building and take out the 3 grunts hanging out down here with your battle rifle. Whether you're running low on ammo or not, swap it out for the carbine you can find outside once the floor is clear. I don't know why I didn't do that here because it's going to come back to haunt me in a second.
Take that position.
Once you have the carbine, head up the steps and shoot the jackal's hand to expose their heads, then finish them off with headshots. Oh, look at that, I'm out of ammo. Good thing I brought a storm rifle as well. Replenish your carbine ammo in the crate here, then drop down to the floor below. The The only real threat left is going to be the elite at the top of the hill, so just use your carbine to take out whatever you have to get to this cover spot so you can get close enough to use the storm rifle carbine combo to take out the elite. Once he's down, mop up everything else with headshots. But before you leave the area, go back to the turret and command one of your teammates to pick up the fuel rod cannon you'll find next to it.
Take this, Spartan.
En route. I've been looking.
Then grab the freshest storm rifle you can find, refill your carbine ammo, and proceed to the next area.
Move up.
Copy that.
I'm here. Son of
Covenant insertion pod.
There's only one elite that spawns with this wave, so use the storm rifle carbine combo against him and then headshot everything else with a carbine.
More air defenses here. Get them offline.
So I know this may seem counterintuitive, and I would agree with you, but trust me on this one. Walk, do not run up these steps, throw a frag grenade at the power generator, then assassinate this elite.
Swords of St. Helios. Another cannon down on my position.
Affirmative, Spartan. All ships, the Spartans have opened more airspace. Move in and make your presence felt.
Mount that
Go away. Hostiles incoming.
After the snipers are down, look for the elite with the fuel rod cannon and use the storm rifle carbine combo against him. Then be on the lookout for any suicide grunts, and once you take them out with the headshots, the area will be clear. Before you leave, make sure to order another one of your teammates to pick up the fuel rod cannon that the elite dropped. Alright, I'll be blunt. This section is tough. To start off with, throw your last frag grenade at the group of grunts surrounding the turret, then switch to your storm rifle to strip the elite shield, and then finally use the carbine to finish him off. The second he's dead, thrust to the right so that you can regenerate behind this cover spot. If you're feeling risky, you can crouch and peek out to the left to mop up any surviving grunts. And look, what I'm doing here seems really stupid, and don't worry, it is. But the reason why I rush the grunts is so that when one of my teammates revives me, I will be right next to a plasma pistol. Why do I need a plasma pistol? To disable that godforsaken turret, that's why. Overcharge an EMP shot to disable the turret, and then stick it with 2 plasma grenades to completely destroy it. Next, look out for the elite up near the large turret, and use the same combo we've always used to take him out. After that, turn your attention to another turret towards the back of the area and overcharge the plasma pistol shot to strip the elite shield, then finish him off with a headshot from the carbine.
Take the cannons offline. Find their power source or target the cannons themselves.
Then retrieve your storm rifle and fall back to your original cover spot. There's going to be one more turret over here, but since there's actually cover your team can utilize, you can just mark the turret as a target and let your fuel rod cannon wielding teammates take it out for you. Then all you have to do is lend some assistance in taking out the elite that was on the turret with the combo. Just make sure you never go too far out of cover. Now, as for this elite, I actually recommend you temporarily ditch your storm rifle for a plasma pistol because the only effective distance from which to deal with him is point-blank range. However, at that range, there's also no cover nearby, so you need to strip his shield very quickly. Thus, we use the plasma pistol.
Spartans, what is your status clearing the turrets?
Stand by. We're on it. I'm up. Thanks.
Once the elite is dead, mop up any surviving grunts and jackals across the battlefield.
Building is shielded.
When you can't see anything left alive, ground pound this first power generator to destroy it.
One cannon down. 2 more to go.
To destroy the next one, move over behind this cannon and melee it twice.
Second cannon down. Only 1 left.
Grab a fresh storm rifle from the dispenser, refill your carbon ammo if you need to, and then head inside the building.
Where's the power source for this last cannon?
Patience, Buck. Head up the stairs and use your carbine to clear the room full of grunts.
Last power source is behind that shield. How do we get in there?
You know, this team really needs to learn some patience. Anyway, get your storm rifle out and use the combo to take out the 2 invisible sword elites. Or if you have any plasma grenades left, you can just use those to stick them. This is gonna be fun. Ground pound as close to the center of those grunts as you can get, then mop up the ones that survive with your carbine. Now you can head back upstairs and destroy the last power generator in 2 punches. It appears they left a grunt alive. Let's fix that problem.
Last cannon destroyed. Good work, Spartans. Arbiter, cannons offline on our position.
My troops will arrive and secure your position. Move on towards the Guardian. You must reach the Master Chief in time.
Copy that, Arbiter.
Friendly phantoms approaching.
Spartan Locke, come in.
Marquis, hello again.
Air defenses still protect the skies between you and the Guardian. Too many for me to ferry you to your destination. You need another path. At your location, there is passage to Sunaion's undercity, which will allow direct access to the Guardian.
Thank you, Marquis. Osiris, Marquis said there's a way down. Find it. There's an elevator to the undercity.
The elevator controls are just outside the building you were just in.
Everybody on the elevator.
Good luck down there, Spartans.
Arbiter, we're heading to the undercity. I want to warn you. Before the Guardian jumps to slip space, it sets up a series of concussive blasts. If you move your ships out of the way in time, the Covenant will take a...
Victory and honor do not grow from timid seeds, Spartan Locke. Your harvest shall be grand. When you see the Chief again, tell him I send my greetings.
I will indeed, sir.
Locke, I've never heard a Sangheili address a human like that.
I'll try not to let it go to my head.
We should keep moving. The Guardian could be ready to go any time. We don't want to miss our ride to Chief.
Marquis says we'll get direct access to the Guardian from down here. But remember, we don't have the swords of St. Helios to distract these troops.
Whatever gets us to the Guardian quickest.
For the first set of enemies, stick by this wall for cover and combo the elite as soon as you can see him before headshotting everything else. When the first group is dead, move across the arena and start picking off any grunts or jackals you can see on the ledges ahead. Once you can't see anything left to shoot, move up to this upper ledge and combo the sword elite you'll find up here.
Sunaion is falling! I wanna go home!
Unfortunately, that elite ran away from me, but that's alright, we'll deal with him later. For now, take aim at the jackals down below with the carbine. Keep an eye out for the plasma caster elite and take him out before he can stick you. No, I don't know why I picked up this weapon. You want to swap out your storm rifle for a needler.
Guardian's still too far. Hurry.
And then use it against the other elite that ran away from me earlier. Exchange your needler for his storm rifle after he's dead.
My armor's jammed up. Thanks, Spartan.
Move up along the right side and clear out all the grunts and jackals with your carbine. But be wary of the other plasma caster elite in the area. You can either use the combo to take him out, use the needler, or use a nearby plasma caster to give him a taste of his own medicine. Keep in mind that the last option requires the most precision of the three, but any of them will get the job done. Feel free to play to your strengths. If you don't already have it, swap out your storm rifle for a plasma caster. Then send your team to advance along the right side while you begin to flank along the left. Press and hold right trigger to charge up the weapon, then release while aiming at these jackals to take them out. Your primary target is going to be this turret right here, so focus your fire on that specifically. Once you take down the turret, there aren't going to be any more threats in this area, so just take them all out with your carbine. Then, once everything is dead, go back for your storm rifle.
Spartan, be aware. New enemies join the battle above. Armored, glowing.
Prometheus. We'll be ready on there.
The constructor must have done its work.
It means the Guardian will be awake soon. Double time, Osiris.
As soon as you enter this arena, take aim at the elite on the right with your storm rifle and combo him to death. This might make the grunt in front of you turn into a suicide grunt, so headshot him just in case. Your next big threat is going to be the group of jackals sitting in the middle of the bridge. You can either pick them off one by one with the carbine or toss a plasma grenade into the middle of them and watch the fireworks. Just make sure you save some for the next big encounter. After that, peek around the corner to get the attention of the elite under the ledge, and then either wait for him to rush you or pop in and out of cover to combo him, your preference. Either way, once he's dead, move down to his old cover spot and combo the other elite right across the way. Then look to the ledge above and headshot the jackal sniper before he gets you. There's going to be one more elite nearby, and it's an invisible sword elite. Keep an eye on your motion tracker and take him out as soon as you see him. Next, order your team to focus on the turret at the end of the bridge while you head up along these ledges to assassinate the elite on the second turret. Stick close to the wall, and with your teammates drawing the fire, you should be able to sneak up on him unnoticed. But if not, well, grenade sticks always work well. Either way, you can turn your attention to the other turret below, but with your teammates armed with Fury Rod cannons, he probably won't last much longer. Then just pick off everything else with your carbine.
Take this weapon.
Right away.
Someone take that weapon. On my mark.
At location.
Pick up this weapon.
I'll get it done, Locke.
Pick up that weapon. Someone take that weapon.
You got it, Locke.
Let your team attack the next group of Covenant on the left while you flank around the right side and assassinate the elite. Then mop up the rest with your carbine.
Take this weapon.
One final check that Osiris has the fuel rod cannons out.
Pick up this weapon.
Copy.
Pick up that weapon.
Copy that, Locke.
Now it's time to face the hunters. Make a beeline for the staircase on the right side of the area and swap out your storm rifle for one of the fuel rod cannons in the dispenser. The best way to deal with these hunters is by getting the hunter trapped between you and your team, and then whoever the hunter isn't facing needs to unload their fuel rod cannon into their backs. Or if it's not facing you, then you can also stick it in the back with plasma grenades to knock off some of its armor. That's the general strategy for getting to this encounter, and beyond that, the only advice I have for you is to only focus on one hunter at a time.
I'm up. Thanks.
Consider it done, Locke.
You're up, Mark. Push up.
System's down.
Get to knock the back up now. I'm grounded.
That's it, Locke. Suit failure.
Thanks, Spartan. Move up. Osiris, help that Spartan.
Into the line. We have to go back up.
Better hurry. Can't have too much longer to go. Watch out, doors are opening.
When the doors open, clear out the grunts with your carbine.
I don't want to die!
Everybody on the elevator. Move, double time. On my
It doesn't really matter what weapons you bring with you to the next section, because for the rest of the mission you won't be fighting any more Covenant. However, your team will still be very effective at fighting Prometheans even when armed with fuel rod cannons, so make sure you order the last member of your fire team to pick up the second fuel rod cannon from the dispenser.
push up.
Go to Bob.
Take this weapon. Take that position.
If we miss this Guardian, what's plan B for catching up to Chief?
This is plan B. It's the only Guardian we know of.
If we miss it, we'll just have to hope the Master Chief can stop Cortana from doing any more harm. Less talking and more running then.
Arbiter, this is Spartan Locke. Do you copy?
Spartan Locke, near the Guardian, killing everyone.
Arbiter,
That's no good.
we should be close to the Guardian by now.
If we can help Arbiter,
We do, but not at the risk of missing the Guardian. Master Chief is more important.
like we just missed all the fun.
Guardian singing! How much time do we have left?
Not enough. Double time, Osiris. Over there, in the ocean. Guardian's rising. Arbiter, the Guardian
Look
is...
out! Guardian's not leaving without us. Hurry, Osiris!
Run. Run! Watch your step! Corvette coming down! Move!
Careful! It's going to...
Up! Move, Spartan!
Right! Go right! Did you see that?
You think it's Prometheans?
Crawlers!
Their tug-of-war game won't last forever, so be sure to headshot the crawlers when it ends. Then swap out your Covenant weapons for their Promethean weapons.
There's another one.
The clock's ticking. Hurry, or we miss our ride to Master Chief.
For the time being, we don't have a precision weapon, so we're just gonna have to make the best of what we have.
Arbiter!
Prometheans incoming!
We're almost to the Guardian. They can't stop us now. Clear a path. Get on board the Guardian before it leaves.
Believe it or not, you actually have a better chance of killing the Watcher with your suppressor than with your bolt shot, but either will get the job done. Keep wiping out the crawlers as they rush you so you can keep replenishing your ammo. When the soldiers join the battle, use the suppressor bolt shot combo to take them down. Not exactly the most optimal tactic in the world, but for now it's all we have to work with. Unfortunately, I don't have any other advice for you here other than to stay back. There is very little cover further down the battlefield, so you want to stay back and let the enemies come to you. Only move up when they stop rushing you or if one of your teammates needs to be rescued, because you're going to need all the firepower you can get in a few minutes.
System down! I'm up. Thanks. Keep pushing, Osiris. We're almost to the Guardian. Osiris, get that Spartan some help. You're all right, Tanaka. Stand by, Spartan.
Gotta get up.
Need assistance.
Up and at him, Locke.
Thanks, Spartan.
Finally, a light rifle. Now that we're close enough, use the suppressor to strip the turret soldier's armor, then use the light rifle to finish him off. That turret is the biggest threat for the moment, so take him out before things get worse. Beyond that, just keep moving between cover spots and combo everything in sight, then headshot the rest. Once you can see the other turret soldier, he becomes your primary target.
Third blast. How are we gonna get all the way over there?
All that matters is the Guardian hasn't left yet. There's still time. I'm down! Needed a shit! System's down!
No worries, Locke. I got you.
Thanks, Spartan. Move up. You're good, Mayo.
How the hell is that thing here? We killed it.
We don't have time to discuss it. Take him out, Osiris.
Yep, he's back again. Throw a pulse grenade at him as soon as he spawns in, then turn the other direction and retreat back to the entrance of the area. The Warden is not your primary target, the Knights are, because we need the incineration cannons to kill the Warden. To kill the first Knight, use the splinter turret the soldier dropped earlier and blast away at the Knight's weak points until he dies. Then grab his incineration cannon and take aim at the Warden.
On my mark.
You think changing weapons will help?
Move up. System failed.
Frail
Fire
creatures.
jammed up.
Enough!
Gonna be alright.
I'm up. Thanks.
Yes, strong blows.
When you have him in your sights, charge up a shot like we've done before and then release to damage him.
Come on, that's not away with you.
Thanks, Spartan.
Once you start to run out of shots of the incineration cannon, pass it off to a teammate. Then use the same diversion tactic we used on the Hunters earlier to attack the Warden.
Damn it, we need to get on that thing.
Deal with the Warden first. Focus fire, Osiris.
If you want, you can even grab a fuel rod cannon from the ledge on the right side of the area. A few more pulse grenades and incineration cannon blasts will be enough to finish him off, and the mission ends when he's dead. For those keeping score, that's 3 Wardens that we've killed in this walkthrough so far.
What's a Genesis?
It's where the Guardian's headed.
Guardians leaving without us.
Gotta be some way to...
Osiris, get your asses in gear. I'm coming in hot. You
Best be ready to go.
We're on board.
Hang on!
Open your eyes, Doc. You're missing all the fun.
Twice.
What, we're counting now?
Locke, you get one shot.
Ready when you say, Commander.
Now!
All clear.
Locke! Locke, come on!
Hunt them to the last. The day we extinguish the Covenant's light forever!